Highlights include Alvin Baltrop's photos, Coriolanus in the Park, Oshun in concert and music by 5 female Iranian composers. Image Gordon Matta Clark Stays End, 1975–1986, by Alvin Baltrop. Credit Bronx Museum of the Arts Art, the singular photography of Alvin Baltrop through February 9, 2020, Bronx Museum. Org. Born in the Bronx in 1948, Alvin Baltrop returned to New York after serving in Vietnam with the Navy and stayed until his death in 2004. Though his work was rarely exhibited in his lifetime, he was a singularly dedicated photographer. His major project was documenting the intense sexual and creative autonomy of the city's abandoned Hudson River waterfront between 1975 and 1986, and he stayed there for days at a time, capturing runaway teens, men cruising and experimental artists like Gordon Matta Clark with the same eager lens. Blunt images of sex or nudity, like the ones included in the Life and Times of Alvin Baltrop at the Bronx Museum, only make explicit a quality that's equally present in his early shots of anti-aircraft guns at sea, or in stately, unpopulated views of the decaying piers. It's an experience of the erotic as essentially volatile, impossible to fix, even in a still print. Be sure to pick up the catalog, which includes a tender and insightful introduction by Douglas Crimp, a critical champion of Baltrop's work, who died in July. Will Heinrich. Image from left, Martita Abril, Jessica Cook and Greer Dwerman in Untitled, Greenwood. Credit Pioneer Works Stance, Circles in a Cemetery August 10, Pioneer Works. Org. The body on the ground, moving slowly or approaching stillness, is a recurring image in the work of Kim Brandt. An architect of large group constellations that hover between sculpture and dance, she can hint at monumental events through acts as simple as crawling and lying down. In her new Untitled, Greenwood, presented by Pioneer Works as part of its Graveyard Shift series, Brandt brings these inclinations to Greenwood Cemetery in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, where themes of loss can't help but surface. "I'm kind of always thinking about inertia," she said in a phone interview, "but that has taken on sort of a new meaning in the cemetery." Her first outdoor site-specific work, Untitled, Greenwood, unfolds in the open circular space of Cedar Dell, which lends itself to explorations of loops and spirals, physical and metaphorical. With tombstones dating to the 1680s, the space invites contemplation of endings, beginnings and where they meet.